Hi there. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Tuesday. It is the 17th of February, 5:34. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and I have one question.
Yes.
What happened to global warming?
Oh, Tom, we cannot get into that. We don't have enough time.
Oh, my gosh.
We cannot.
Was that cold?
Frigid.
Record setting?
Yeah, potentially.
Holy.
Yeah, we could potentially be looking at the coldest February, second coldest February ever on record.
Frozen pipes everywhere. Everywhere. Just absolute a mess out there in a lot of places.
Well, it's still cold throughout the GTA. Take a look at some of these temperatures.
I
don't know, though. I mean, you've got to put things into perspective. What would you rather? Would you rather, wind chills feeling like minus 40, or would you rather like 8 feet of sno, which is what they're seeing in Atlantic Canada?
But yeah, Atlantic Canada just getting slammed again. Boston's paralyzed. The eastern seaboard's a mess.
Yeah, I think I would take the cold and not that much snow. Because you can't get out of your house.
Well, that's true. In a lot of cases, they can't.
Exactly. And we saw some sunshine over the weekend, so I mean, it wasn't all that bad. You got to put things kind of into perspective. These coming up in just a few moments, and I'll have your long range. Do we warm up? The answer just ahead, but first, here's Tom. Thanks, Tom. Well, we are going to be seeing a little bit of sunshine throughout the day today, so not a bad forecast. Cold temperatures, but not as cold as we have been. Very weak surface low moving over us through the overnight and throughout the day tomorrow. Snowfall amounts, we're looking at less than 2 centimeters through much of the GTA, but other areas east of us could see anywhere from 2 to 5, but that'll be kind of on the higher level. We're not seeing a lot of active weather for the remainder of the week. As we get closer to the weekend, we've got that high pressure coming in back into the deep freeze by Thursday. Friday, cold, and Saturday we could see some snow.
Well, some of the coldest air of the season has been felt by so many people in Manitoba, Ontario, and Quebec. And unfortunately, the wind chills today, they're not looking too good. We're feeling the extreme cold here. Regina, minus 28 into the afternoon. Winnipeg, very close to that as well. The cold is really here to stay. So let's get away. Let's go to the Bahamas. I'll take a rainy day in Nassau at 28 degrees over a Canadian wind chill any day.
Hi there. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Tuesday. It is the 17th of February, 5:44. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and the glaciers are starting to form up now, and they're making their way south. The Ice Age has returned.
Not true. Don't scare people like that. Yeah.
It will take a long time.
Well, yeah, and it is cold. I mean, it could potentially be the second coldest February on record. We have yet to reach a day above 0.
Hamilton got a new record. Was it 1866?
Yeah, before Canada was actually a country.
Oh, boy, it was cold. Definitely.
And this was yesterday. This was yesterday's morning low that Tom was referring to. Temperatures right now, they're cold. We're looking at minus 17.
Oh, and snow down east is nutty.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think I would rather be here than there.
Well,
but
they just got hammered.
Yes, they did. We're looking at something to do with cancer awareness. Sorry, I said. Oh, is this the polar bear dip that happened on the weekend? It is. But I don't know if I could do it. I just don't know if I could do it. All right, your long range details are coming up. But first, Tom, what's going on the roads? Well, we are going to see some sunshine today. Temperatures, they'll be cold. We've got a very weak surface low moving in through the overnight tonight. This is actually going to pick up a little strength as it travels east. We'll pick up a couple of centimeters through the GTA, but mostly it's going to be areas around Cobourg through Kingston that could actually pick up a little bit more in the way of lake effect. We are going to be seeing cold temperatures move back in for Thursday, so we moderate slightly today and into tomorrow. That Arctic high is going to bring us some cold air, and then on Saturday, we do have the potential to see some snow. On Thursday, it's going to feel like minus 25. I would think that would be a place I would not want to get stuck. Absolutely not. Okay, well, today we are going to see some sunshine. We have temperatures staying quite cool. We're looking at about minus 9, feeling like minus 14. A very weak surface low moves in through tomorrow, bringing us some light snow. We could pick up about 2 centimeters throughout much of the GTA. Areas a little bit further east, a little bit more, 2 to 5 centimeters. We're going to see lake effect down towards that Sarnia corridor, and then again as the winds shift to more of a southerly flow through Cobourg over towards Kingston. Behind that cold front, our temperatures are going to drop. So on Thursday, we've got this high pressure in place, so giving us some sunshine, but it's going to be frigid. We're looking at minus 15, feeling like minus 25 again. By Friday, still cold. And then Saturday, we're keeping a close eye on this system. This could bring us some moisture. We're not quite sure about amounts just yet. Some of our models are in disagreement, but it looks as though after a very cold week, we will see some snow to end it off. Hi there. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Tuesday. It is the 17th of February, 4 minutes after 6 o'clock. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds. Hope you had a nice warm weekend, a happy Valentine's Day, a great family day. It's a short work week this week. But boy, what a day to be inside all weekend long, really. Just
record-breaking cold yesterday morning. The old record that was set in Hamilton was cold. You're right. Now today we're actually a lot warmer, if I can say warmer in the same sentence. We're looking at minus 14.
Feeling like minus 14. So we're starting to get used to this, but it is difficult. You know when you go out and your nose starts to freeze together and you can't, your
tears freeze.
It's just brutal.
Well, over the weekend, a lot of brave people were doing a lot of lovely things for cancer awareness, and it included jumping in a absolutely frigid pool in Dundas Square. And I don't know, that girl's just standing there in a bathing suit. Like, I don't even know how these people are even functioning after they get out of this.
That's how.
I guess.
They get into a nice warm hot
I suppose. But what are you drinking in there? I hope it's hot, whatever it is.
Yeah, awful.
Yeah, I don't think I could do it. But you know what? It was all for such a great cause, but I think I'd rather donate a lot of money. All right, we'll talk about the long-range forecast coming up in just a few moments. But first, Tom, what's going on the roads?
No major delays. Emily's got more information on, well, maybe a warm-up somewhere. Maybe.
You're so funny. No, it is actually going to be better today than it was yesterday. We're going to see some sunshine, as Tom was mentioning, our daytime high around -9. We've got a really weak surface low moving in through the area tonight and in through tomorrow. Could bring us some light snow, making the roads pretty slick, but temperatures will moderate slightly. Unfortunately, we are going to be seeing an area of high pressure behind this cold front, and that is going to keep our temperatures really cold for Thursday. So Thursday's going to kick us back into the deep freeze, and Friday we stay cold, and then on Saturday as we get closer to the weekend, I love talking about the weekend already. It's Tuesday. It's great. We are going to be seeing the potential for some snow, but temperatures before that are going to be quite cold. A little bit of sunshine today, but sorry, I sound awful this morning. I have a bad cold and I can't take anything, and sorry. Anyways. Sunshine today. Temperatures are going to be cold. We're looking at -9, feeling like -14 when you factor in the wind. And we've got a weak surface low coming in tonight and into tomorrow. This is going to be bringing us some light snow, so not a ton. We're looking at about 2 centimeters. Areas to our east could pick up closer to 2 to 5. Just with that little tiny bit of lake enhancement coming off of Ontario. It's only about 40% frozen, so I mean, we're not looking at an epic snow amount because of the amount of ice on the lake, but it still could make driving a little tricky on that 401 corridor. After that surface low moves through, we've got really cold temperatures coming back in for Thursday. It's going to be quite frigid, feeling like the mid-20s. Friday's going to stay cold, and then Saturday, keeping our eye on this system right now. Some forecast models are in disagreement, so we don't know how much snow we're going to see, but it looks like we could end the week with some.
Yeah, we talk about the cold today. So many Canadians will be feeling it, really anywhere from Saskatchewan all the way east out into the Atlantic, below seasonal temperatures. This afternoon, -22 in Thompson. Wind chills also coming into play.
Hi there. Thanks for joining us. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Tuesday. It is the 17th of February, and it's cold today. Not as cold as it was yesterday. In fact, yesterday was record-breakingly cold. That just puts it into perspective for you. Yesterday was so cold that our very own Michelle Mackey decided that, well, over the weekend, she might as well just jump in a pool of cold water. Of course, it's all for a good cause, ending kids' cancer. Here's Michelle.
Okay, I'm getting ready to do the plunge. I'm at the Great Canadian Chills. Sears puts this on. I am very nervous right now. My body is screaming at me to stop, but it's all for a good cause, raising money to end children's cancer. I'm going to hand off the mic and do it.
Okay, Michelle, we're going to cheer you in on this. Are you ready? Okay, guys, up to Michelle in 3, 2, 1, cheer!
Wow. I don't, Michelle, hats off to you, because I couldn't do that. No way. Good for you, girl. All right, well, today we're going to see some sunshine. Not a bad day temperature-wise. It's still going to be a little on the cool side, but warmer than yesterday. A little bit of snow on the way tomorrow with that very weak surface low. We could see more snow by the weekend. I'm going to turn things over to Tom. He's got an update on your commute. Hi there, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Tuesday. It is the 17th of February, 44 minutes after 6 o'clock. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds. I think you've got a cold.
I do have a cold.
You have a cold.
And I can't.
I just haven't been able to shake it all for the last week. It's hard.
It's because I can't take anything because of the baby.
Of course, the baby's there. Of course.
I can't even suck on anything with menthol or anything.
I know.
These rules.
Anyway, it's not that easy, is it?
So I'm sorry that I sound awful. I'm apologizing to the viewers. We're going to check in with Kevin. He's in Nobleton this morning. And Kevin, the last we checked in with you, you said you were going to go speed skating and you were going like this. And it looked like you were running. I thought speed skating was more of like a glide.
Yeah, I'll show you that in just a second. It is a glide. I've been practicing. I've been practicing in my boots. So one hand behind. There you go.
Now he looks like something off a kid's TV show being an elephant.
The people are looking through their curtains going, What is that man doing out on the street?
Oh, Kevin, he's awesome. All right, well, today's going to be a pretty cold day. Like it was yesterday morning, we saw temperatures into the -20s, but felt more like the -40s. We'll talk more about the long range, but first, here's Tom with traffic. We have a kind of little blip of snow coming our way this morning. It's literally trace amounts. It's just a little bit of wind convergence. We've got some wind coming one way and another wind coming another way. So don't be surprised if you do see a few flakes. By this afternoon and into tonight, we do have this very weak surface low that's going to be moving through, dropping about 2 centimeters of snow through much of the GTA. Areas a little bit further east could see a little bit of lake effect. And then behind this, we get back into the Arctic temperature just in time for Thursday. All right, now we had to zoom in real close for this radar, but you can see we have a little tiny bit of snow moving in through the GTA. It is literally a dusting. It is not going to be accumulating, but we've been saying, clear sunshine today. We could certainly start off to see a little bit of snow first thing this morning. By the afternoon, sun should come out. We'll see a little bit of a reprieve when it comes to our temperatures, bumping up to -9, feeling more like -14, so warmer than yesterday. A very weak surface low is going to move in tomorrow through the day, bringing us some snowfall. Not epic amounts. We're looking at about 2 centimeters through much of the GTA, but areas east, about 2 to 5. Not out of the question because we'll see some lake enhancement. Same deal for the south and in through the west, through Sarnia, through Woodstock, over towards Goderich. Again, lake enhancement is going to be the reason for that more accumulation. Once this low moves out, we've got a lot of cold Arctic air filtering back in, so Thursday is going to be very cold. Friday, we stay cold, and then on Saturday, watching this system could bring some snow through the city of Toronto. Hi there, good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Tuesday. It is the 17th of February. 4 minutes after 7 o'clock, I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and certainly we've had cold weather here, and it's just been brutal. And down on the East Coast getting hammered. We saw that one car there with his wheel right
Oh,
in the ice.
yeah.
A snowplow was going along, hit one of the big, huge drifts. It didn't move. The plow flipped over on its side.
I would believe it because it flooded
icy.
and then there was flash freezing. So it's just been a nightmare.
Crazy.
Speaking of ice, Kevin Yard joins us in Nobleton this morning and he's learning how to speed skate. Kevin, they let you on the ice with that jersey? Looking forward to it, Kevin. Thanks. We'll talk more about your long range and temperatures. Do we warm up? I'm sorry. I have a bad cold. First, I'm going to throw things over to Tom. Well, it looks as though we could be dealing with a little bit of snow to start off the day. We just have this little band coming off the lake through Scarborough and in through downtown. It's literally just going to be trace amounts. We're not going to see a ton of snow with this, but it's just a little bit of wind convergence that's going to give us that just kind of flash flurries, I guess. Throughout the rest of the day, we're looking at the potential for some sunshine, which is great news, but we do have a very weak upper level low coming in tonight and into tomorrow morning. That's going to give us some light snow as well. We're looking at about 2 centimeters through much of the GTA. Areas a little bit further east could see about 5. And then we have a cold down behind it for Thursday. Arctic air filters back in. Well, we just have a little blip of snow, as you can see, coming in off the lake, hitting kind of the Scarborough downtown area in the next couple of hours. It's not going to be really heavy amounts of snow, but just a light dusting. Could see a few flurries on your commute. By this afternoon, we are going to be seeing some sunshine, and then tonight and into tomorrow, a very weak upper low is going to move into our area, and this is going to be bringing us some snowfall, but it is going to be very light. We're looking at about 2 centimeters throughout much of the GTA.
Well, after a very wild weekend with a monster of a nor'easter, you can only imagine how terrible the travel is throughout the Maritimes today. Lots of road closures. The Confederation Bridge is still closed. And when we look at the snow on the ground, this is just snow impressive. Charlottetown got around 80 centimeters of snow over the weekend with this new system. We do have some more active weather on the way, an offshore low plus some sea effect snow that will be bringing some light flurries today, some stronger snow off to the western shores of Newfoundland, and also a new low in Ontario.
Well, this morning, as you're just heading out, you might think, oh, I think that's some snow coming in over the lake, and that's exactly what it is. It's not much, just a little bit of wind convergence. We've got a few flurries in the forecast, but certainly not accumulating snowfall. We will see some sunshine by this afternoon, and then tonight we've got an upper level low moving into the area. This is going to be bringing us some light snow. We're looking at about 2 centimeters through much of the GTA. Areas a little bit further to our east, 2 to 5 centimeters, and then back to the cold on Thursday. Hi there, good morning. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday. It is the 17th of February. 44 minutes after 7, I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and hopefully had a good family day and a nice Valentine's Day. It's certainly one of those weekends where staying inside, putting a blanket around you is a good idea.
There's something missing from our newscast today, Tom.
Well,
You didn't bring in pancakes for me. Today's Pancake Tuesday.
I totally forgot. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
I'll have to
forgive you.
I'll have to do it later.
Next year. I
Well, I
won't
could
be
always
here.
make it. What about Pancake Wednesday?
Well, it's Ash Wednesday.
Well,
I won't be here next year.
oh yeah.
So you lost
so
your
I'll
chance.
have to deliver them to you and the baby.
Exactly. All right, let's check in with Kevin. He's in Nobleton this morning. He's learning how to speed skate. And Kevin, you look very protected. And you cheated. You went on 1. Thanks, Kevin. Long range details coming up, but first here's Tom. Well, we are seeing a little bit of snow over the lake. It certainly could be making landfall, but it's not a big deal. I mean, we're looking at trace amounts, just a few flurries in the forecast. By this afternoon, we are going to be seeing some sunshine, some much needed sunshine. Temperatures around -9, feeling like -14. Tonight, a weak upper level low comes into the area. This is going to be bringing us some light snow throughout the day. Tomorrow, we're looking at trace amounts to about 2 centimeters. Areas a little bit further to our east could pick up closer to 5. Just a little, just a touch. We've got a very weak band coming off the lake, and this could bring us trace amounts. We're talking flurries throughout the morning commute, but really, it's not even getting to land yet. This afternoon, we are going to be seeing some sunshine, temperatures hovering around -9, feeling closer to -13, 14 when you factor in the wind. A very weak surface low comes in tonight and throughout the day tomorrow. It is going to bring us some snowfall. We're looking at trace to 2 centimeters through much of the GTA down through the Golden Horseshoe. Areas a little bit further to our west could see some lake enhancement with that southerly flow. 2 to 5 centimeters, certainly not out of question. So if you are traveling on that 401 corridor, kind of Coburg towards Kingston, that's where you could be seeing the heavier snowfall. Once this low moves out, cold front moves in, so does high pressure. Temperatures are going to drop significantly for Thursday. We're going to feel more like the mid -20s. And then to wrap up the week, it looks as though we do have some snow on the way. We're looking at -9 tomorrow, -15 for Thursday, and staying cold through Friday, warming up slightly with that system for Saturday. Hi there, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday. It is the 17th of February. 4 minutes after 8 o'clock, I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and it's been a cold weekend, of course. You've been suffering from a cold, which is, these colds this year have been particularly nasty.
Oh, I know. I'm
they
on
just
number 3.
don't go away. I mean, they come back.
So maybe I'm not on cold number 3. Maybe I've just had it this whole time.
I'll tell you, it's been aggressive this year, and I don't think the cold weather helps.
No, certainly not.
No.
Now, Kevin Yard is going to be exercising, so maybe that'll get the germs out. Maybe I should do what Kevin's doing. He's speed skating this morning in Nobleton, Ontario. And Kevin, you started a race with everybody before, but you cheated. You left on 1. Kevin, you should hear Tom over here. He's totally chirping you, but I think you're doing a great job. You're doing a way better job than I could. I can't even skate in figure skates or hockey skates, let alone speed skates. Oh, Tom, I'd like to see you go out there and do a better job.
I agree. But the thing is, the guy's going left, right. Kevin's, and then he says, okay, push. Okay, he says, push me. No. Oh, boy. Anyway, good try, Kevin.
Bathurst Falls. I like it. All right, yeah, we do have a little bit of snow, as you can see, coming off of Lake Ontario. Expected to make landfall in the next couple hours throughout the GTA, but we're just talking flurries at best. By this afternoon, we do have some sunshine, and then we've got an upper level low coming in tonight and into tomorrow morning. This is going to bring with it a little bit of snow. Certainly not epic amounts. We're looking at trace to 2 centimeters through much of the Golden Horseshoe through Toronto. Areas a little bit further to our east could see a little bit of lake enhancement, so 2 to 5 centimeters is expected there. A little bit of light snow in the forecast for this morning. We do have this tiny little blip coming in over the lake. That's just going to give us some light flurries. It's not going to be a heavy snow. By later on this afternoon, we're looking at some sunshine, which is good news. -9, feeling more like -14 with the wind. Upper level trough coming into the area tonight and into tomorrow morning. Not bringing us a ton of snow. Could make your morning commute a little dicey with trace to 2 centimeters. Hi there. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Tuesday. It is the 17th of February, 44 minutes after 8 o'clock. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and it has been a cold, stubborn month.
Yes.
With freezing temperatures, lots of colds going around like yourself.
Tons.
And it's just been a bitterly cold month and lots of broken water mains, so it's been a nasty time.
Believe it or not, this February is actually about 3 degrees colder than it was last February. And you remember the word polar vortex?
Yeah.
Yeah. We haven't been throwing that around as much this year as we did last year, that's for sure. All right, let's check in with Kevin. He joins us in Nobleton, Ontario. And Kevin, you have been doing such a great job learning how to speed skate this morning. I mean, hats off to you, because you're doing a much better job than I or this guy, no matter what he says, could pull off.
Try a crossover. No!
There's a little kid.
He won't try the crossover. He's saying, am I getting lapped? Am I getting lapped? Yes, Kevin, you are getting lapped. But you're doing a great job. Here's Tom now with traffic.
And you wonder why I'm chirping him a little bit? Really. The guy said push earlier, and he said, oh, are you going to push me? No. Anyway, right now, if you're heading out onto the highway.
A tiny little bit of snow this morning through Scarborough and downtown, just coming off the lake, but for the most part, we're talking trace amounts. Sunshine for this afternoon. We are going to be seeing an upper level low move in tonight and into tomorrow morning. And it's going to give us trace amounts of snow, less than 2 centimeters, most likely for much of the GTA. Areas a little bit further east could see closer to 5 with lake enhancement. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Tuesday. It is the 17th of February. Hope you had a fantastic long weekend with Valentine's Day and Family Day into the mix. Today is Shrove Tuesday, Pancake Tuesday, tomorrow being Ash Wednesday. We got a slew of holidays going on. If you are like myself and you're not loving the cold temperatures and you want to be inside doing something active, well, we should join Kevin Yard. He is live in Nobleton. He is speed skating this morning. And Kevin, I don't know, you're going to show us your moves in a few seconds, but I think you're doing a fantastic job. Better than I could do, that's for sure. Before the end of the show, Kevin, you got to try the crossover. Even if you wipe out, it'll make for good TV, regardless. All right, today we're going to see a daytime high of -9, the day tomorrow. Sunshine in the forecast for today. That upper level low doesn't start to move in until later on tonight and into tomorrow morning. So that's when we're going to start to see some light snow. But like I was saying, it is going to be fairly light. We're looking at about 2 centimeters max for the Toronto area and through the Golden Horseshoe. But areas a little bit further south and west, as well as areas further east, could see a little bit of lake enhancement. Lake Ontario not yet frozen over. It's about at 40%. So once those winds shift to more of a southerly direction, that's where places like Cobourg off towards Kingston could pick up about 5 centimeters. So if you're traveling that 401 corridor, be mindful of that. Once this low moves out, we've got cold air filtering back in from the north. So Wednesday temperatures will moderate slightly. And then by Thursday, cold again. We're looking at -15, feeling like -25. Well, we all remember that, don't we? And it feels like this year we're not far behind. I'm Emily Vukovic, and it's Tuesday. It is the 17th of February, and yesterday we were so cold we actually broke records. Got the morning low, -35.4. Frigid. So why not, do something fun and jump in a pool of freezing cold water? Because that's exactly what Michelle Mackey did, but she did it all with a very good cause to end kids' cancer. Here's Michelle. That's incredible. Good for you, Michelle. You couldn't pay me enough money. I would donate all the money if I didn't have to do it. Sunshine this afternoon. We do have a very weak upper level low that's going to be moving into the area tonight and into tomorrow morning. And this is going to be bringing us some very, very light snow. We're talking trace to 2 centimeters through much of the GTA through the Golden Horseshoe, but areas a little bit further east could see about 5 centimeters. I'm Emily Vukovic, and joining me, meteorologist Dr. Doug Gillum. So far, this February has been downright cold.
It sure has, and there's no change in the long-range forecast. You know, often we talk about pattern changes in this segment. Well, as we look at the rest of this week, we will see an all-too-familiar map. Frigid.
This is just the same one. You just keep using it
right,
over and over
I just
and over
changed.
again.
It's this week. It was like this pattern is, and let's look at. We have the potential to set some history here. Maybe not in a positive way. The last time we were above 0, February.
Polar vortex, what? Yeah. Okay, so we're cold. That seems to be the big trend.
Yes.
We don't have a lot of active weather on the way this week.
That's right. But more cold. Blustery and frigid on Thursday. Now, it's not going to be quite as cold as it was on Sunday. Wind chills around minus 30 instead of minus 40.
Oh, okay.
But still frigid, still dangerously cold. Friday, less wind, but still frigid. Temperatures dropping to the minus 20s in the morning. Saturday, watching a storm system to our south. At this point, it looks like about 5 centimeters of snow. This system, a little bit further north, would have the potential to give us 5 to 10 centimeters of snow, so we'll keep an eye on that. Not as cold, though. Minus 4
yeah,
or so.
We've got that nice southerly wind, right? Bringing
so
in the snow.
Get outside and enjoy the mild temperatures.
It's all relative, yeah.
Yes.
By Sunday, of course.
Falling temperatures. Sunday's high will be early in the day, and then plunging to the afternoon with strong north winds. Monday, the all too familiar word, frigid.
All right, well, there you have it. We're going to stay cold and probably until June. Yeah, it sure is cold, record-breakingly cold yesterday, in fact. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks so much for joining us on the Weather Network. It's Tuesday. It is the 17th of February. And even though it was cold, we did see some sunshine, so that's kind of the silver lining over the upper level low on the way. And temperatures dropping slightly. We're going to feel closer to minus 18 to minus 20 throughout the overnight. So today, not a bad day. Upper level low comes in tonight, and it is going to bring some snow with it, but it's certainly not epic amounts of snow. We're seeing about 2 centimeters max throughout much of the GTA and through the Golden Horseshoe. Areas a little bit further east could see some lake enhancement coming off of Ontario, and areas a little bit further to our west and south could also pick up some lake enhancement with those northwesterly winds. Once this low moves out, Arctic air filters back in, and on Thursday we are back into the deep freeze through Toronto. Hi there. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Tuesday. It is the 17th of February. I'm Emily Vukovic. Today is cold, but not as cold as it was yesterday. In fact, yesterday we were record-breaking cold. Toronto, we hit a morning low of minus 24.4. Absolutely frigid. So what a great idea. Let's go jump in a pool of cold water. Well, as long as it's for a good cause, right? Well, here's Michelle Mackey doing just that. I love how she just runs away. Oh, good for you, Michelle. All right, let's check in with Kevin Yard. He joins us from Nobleton, Ontario this morning, and he's learning how to speed skate. So much fun. Kevin, you're doing a great job so far.
I'm going to throw it back inside of the studio.
Alrighty, let's go, guys.
Look at the little ones are going faster than me. Oh, wow, great. Stay low, right? Stay low.
Stay low.
Well, Kevin, this is your first time. They've been doing it for, well, years probably, some of them. Today, we should see some sunshine in the forecast. We are going to be about minus 9, feeling like minus 14. And then this week, upper low starts to come into the area tonight and into tomorrow morning. This is going to be bringing us some light snow. We're not talking epic amounts by any means. It's going to help warm up our temperatures with that southerly wind. About 2 centimeters of snow maximum. We're looking more around trace amounts for the city, but areas a little bit further to our east and down towards the south and west, lake enhancement could bring in about 5 centimeters. So if you're traveling that kind of Cobourg to Kingston 401 corridor, that's where you could see a little bit of enhancement tomorrow morning. Once that low moves out, we've got a lot of cold air coming in behind it. So on Thursday, we drop back into the deep freeze with that high pressure. So we'll see some sunshine. And then by the weekend, it looks as though we are going to be seeing some snow, but that'll help warm up our temperature. Saturday, a high of minus 6. Thanks, Chrissy. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Tuesday. It is the 17th of February. And we're going to take a look back over the weekend at a different type of ice. Isn't that pretty? I don't know if I'd be brave enough to walk on it, but yesterday was frigid. We saw record-breaking lows yesterday morning through Hamilton and through Toronto. In Muskoka, it was like minus 35 and felt like minus 45 with the wind. Today, we're going to see some sunshine by later on this afternoon. Our temperature is around minus 9. Feeling closer to minus 14, so much warmer than yesterday. And we do have this weak upper level low coming into the area, and it is going to be bringing us some very, very light snow. So we're looking at about 2 centimeters through Toronto and in through Oakville down towards Burlington, but about 2 to 5 centimeters because of a little bit of lake enhancement further east. After this low moves through, because of that cold front, we've got a lot of Arctic air coming in behind it. So temperatures will moderate slightly for today and tomorrow, but we're back into the deep freeze by Thursday.
When the weather has you down, reach for a friend. Fisherman's Friend.